So in Breath of the Wild, we had quite a few glitches, and today I wanted to just have a look at which glitches actually carried over from Breath of the Wild and what don't work in Tears of the Kingdom. So right off the bat, we've got probably one that everyone who played Breath of the Wild knows, which is whistle sprinting. And so in Tears of the Kingdom, unfortunately, this is what happens when you try and whistle sprint. And as you can see, you don't get very far, as when you tap the B button, you'll see the stamina bar goes down incredibly fast compared to, say, just like running that distance. So kind of rude that they did this, but especially my first few hours in the game, I was doing like this everywhere trying to whistle sprint, and it's a bit of a bad habit now. But now with that main one out the way, we're gonna get into some more obvious ones, which are of course all the room glitches, which I'll have up on the screen here. The main glitches were of course wind bombing, which isn't possible because we don't have remote bombs. BLSS, mostly as bombs, but actually while we're on this one, I'll just get rid of BLSS. So you'd get out your shield, and to actually start BLSS, you need to smuggle a bow. So you try pulling out a bow, because now if you try and do that, it will put away your shield first. Yeah, they kind of just completely got rid of it. Other than, so yeah, BLSSing is of course not possible because you can't actually get the smuggle, and the rest of the steps impossible. Some other room glitches, of course, you can't stasis launch because don't have stasis, only got like ultra hand and stuff. Another one is cannot use like Cryonis to launch things, like when you would enter bullet time, because we don't have Cryonis. Every single rune from Breath of the Wild, of course, is not in this game. These are all the runes here. And so, therefore, all of the rune-based glitches we cannot pull off anymore. Some other popular glitches were like the fall damage cancel, where you would have to jump, pull out the weapon, and then as you're about to throw it, you'd then switch. Yeah, so we've got the fall damage cancel here, and so you would just jump off, pull the weapon, throw the weapon, switch. And yeah, no, fall damage cancelling doesn't work. I've actually noticed that in the, like, while selecting weapons and stuff, there's a bit of delay, as you see right there. And I don't know if that's just so the game can, like, update things, or if it's there to intentionally stop, like, sort of glitches like this. But I'll just try it one more time just to show. Okay, so that time, what happened is Link entered skydive mode, and the same button to throw is the one to speed up. So yeah, so it's not going to be very useful, because when you're in the air, obviously you'll get the prompt to skydive. But if I did just try it like that, I'm starting to throw it, pull out this one, and nope, still take fall damage. But yeah, as you saw there as well, when in the air, the R button is also the dive quicker button, so no point trying to fall damage cancel here. But this was only really a early tutorial game thing anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. Another very popular glitch for speedrunning was the shield clip glitch, as it allowed us to get into shrines and so on. In Breath of the Wild, it was super easy to do. You would just find a spot to set up skew. Once you had your skew, you'd be able to jump, and you'd see in the air Link would go to the side, as you can see just here in this clip in Breath of the Wild. But in Tears of the Kingdom, when you're in the air, in a shield surf animation, you cannot open up your menu until you hit the ground. So I'm jumping and trying to press the left on the D-pad button, and even if I was to go in my menu here and try and de-equip it, it just won't let me at all. So just in that shield surf animation, so thought about that one. So both normal shield clipping and ESCs aren't possible anymore in Tears of the Kingdom as well. Another very popular glitch was the item duplication glitch. So far, we don't know how to menu overload. Could be a similar way, but so far probably need a bit more looking into it. But with these menu glitches and so on, they might take a bit of time, but eventually a duplication glitch will be found. So that one will probably turn up in the next few weeks, I reckon. So a really cool glitch that I was actually hoping would come back in Tears of the Kingdom, which is BTBs, which are bullet time bounce. And I was actually kind of hoping these would come back because it's a bit of an old speedrunning tech. It doesn't get used in the new run as we got BLSSs. So I was kind of hoping it would come back, but they've done one simple change to this that completely makes it like undoable. And you still have bullet time in this game, actually an improved bullet time where you don't use up stamina until you shoot. But so the problem is that in Tears of the Kingdom, what they have done is they have made it so that you go straight through enemies and there's actually no collision between Link and the enemies. So even though there is collision normally when you just like walk into enemies, it's when you're in like bullet time here, I think it is, you have no collision. So if I'm just falling straight through him there, and then again he's got collision like without bullet time. So there's no BTBs in this game, which is kind of annoying because they're a really cool speedrunning trick. But yeah, pretty much every single glitch we did use in Breath of the Wild has been removed. So yeah, Nintendo's pretty much gotten rid of every single glitch from Breath of the Wild, but that should be okay because this game seems very breakable. From everything from like the building aspect, I'm thinking you'll be able to clip through certain objects, you'll be able to like one-shot bosses with certain objects, bunch of possibilities like that. Even with fuse, there might be a really powerful fuse that we can use early game, something like that. But yeah, don't bother trying to try old glitches because they just won't work, especially like whistle sprinting and basic ones like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video looking at the glitches, and of course when the new glitches are covered I will have them on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed so that when new glitches are discovered you don't miss them. And I'll see you guys later.